Went to the bank, I was like, hey, what going, fam? What's happening? I've received money. Why haven't I received money? A lot of benchmarks that YouTube has put around for you to actually get the money in your hands. It's not just a one-time thing whereby, oh yes, I'm on YouTube, you get your no. The number of thresholds that they put in, like for example,
subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You see that red button down there? That same red one. Click it.
Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload. Thank you for coming through. Well, in this video, as you can read from the title, I'm going to share my story of how I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I haven't got any money. Here's my story. Well, I joined YouTube in 2010, and my initial concept for joining YouTube was I wanted to share my music. That's my passion, mostly music. So I was watching music videos. I subscribed to a number of channels. By then, YouTube monetization wasn't a thing that I even knew about. I'm not sure if it was in even existence. If it was exclusive. YouTube literally picked people and got them into the program, I think around 2010. So I joined YouTube just to have fun, to upload my music, to share my music, and also to watch music videos. That is in 2010. And pretty much like for a year, I did not upload anything. The whole lot of 2010, I did not upload any video. My first video upload was in November 2011, which was my first music video called By Fire. Well, once I did that music video, that was the idea. I wanted to share my music video with my friends that are in diaspora and stuff when I do a music video. So it doesn't just show on national TV or African TV here, but it also shows on a global scale. So YouTube provided that platform for me to be able to share that. So I think I stayed on YouTube for a while. The next upload I did should have been in 2015, so you can see the difference. From 2011 to 2015, and the reason why I wasn't uploading anything at the time was because I was self-funding my music videos. So you find that I was in school at the time. I was doing my undergrad, so the money that I would earn from school, student bursaries, BC, that's what I would reinvest in my music videos. So I did my first music video in 2011, and then later on I did another one in 2015, and pretty much that's how my uploads were. So at the time, this is how YouTube played out. And the only time I came to come across the information about monetization should have been around the same time, 2015, when I was doing that particular next video. That's when I discovered, oh, there's the possibility of monetizing your content on YouTube. Well, at the time, the still concept that I wanted to focus on was still my music videos and stuff. I didn't have any idea of doing vlogs or interviews and stuff like that. I did not understand that that also was making money. Well, over time, as I stayed on the platform, I began to learn how the system works, the process of monetization and stuff. So around 2015, if I'm not mistaken itself, I decided to apply for YouTube monetization. This is before YouTube put a standard. Currently, YouTube has put a standard to say, for you to be part of the YouTube partner program, you're supposed to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time. So before that, I think pretty much anyone could get in the program. So I entered the YouTube program at the time, and it was making, I think, cents or whatever. Pretty much nothing. Pretty much no money to write home about to say I'm on YouTube and I'm making money. So that's why I forgot about it because I did not realize that vlogs and interviews and stuff like that could make money on YouTube. I was still trying to focus on music itself, just music videos. That's how I stayed on YouTube for that long. And then later on, I think that this was on my birthday. I can't remember the year. I think it should have been 2016. YouTube introduced a program to say, they've put a threshold to say, for you to be part of our program, you should have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 watch time. So those that were in the program like myself were cut off. So you see, I was already in a YouTube program because before that there wasn't any threshold. And my subscriber count at the time was around, I think 300 if I'm not mistaken, in 2015. I'm not sure, can't remember the exact figure. But I think my subscriber count at the time was around 300. So I was kicked out of the YouTube battle program at the time because I did not meet the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time. So that's how I stayed on YouTube since 2016 without any subscribers that matched the threshold, 1,000. So I maintained for that number of years until last year, 2019. I had less than 600 subscribers at the time. So pretty much I wasn't uploading anything and it wasn't making money, and I was kicked out of the YouTube partner program because YouTube introduced a new format of assessing who should be part of that program, so they make the best deal for the advertisers on the platform. So I stayed on the platform, simply enjoying the content that was there, and then I simply started uploading also my music performances when I'm at a concert. Pretty much everything I was uploading at the time was music oriented. If I have a performance, I would upload that video and stuff like that, which was getting just maybe 100 views, 59 views, 300 views, just average. No, I don't even think that's average. Pretty much low, below par views. In 2016, that's when I decided, okay, let me try to focus and try to reach the threshold so I can make money on the platform. Even then, it took a while. I would share my contacts. I would share my links in groups. People would view and stuff, but it still wasn't getting there. It wasn't getting the numbers that were required pretty much to get into the program. That's how the years passed by, and here comes 2019. 2019 brought in the concept of YouTube networking. So how YouTube networking worked in 2015, it was pretty much sub for sub. In as much as people would like to play it down, trying to say no, it was no sharing each other's links and subscribe to each other, it's pretty much sub for sub. But yes, when YouTube realized that people are doing that on the platform, so if you're in a live stream and you are communicating with others and you're mentioning, subscribe to my channel and stuff like that, they would highlight those comments, and pretty much thinking the live stream might be highlighted as a spam stream and stuff, because that's not what they're trying to encourage. They wanted organic subscribers to come through. During the sub for sub, that's when I did get the subscriber account. But then again, what you should understand about the sub for sub formula is that the people that you get are not people that are subscribed to your channel because they like your content or they are inclined to what you're putting up. But pretty much it's because they stand a chance of benefiting from the overall arrangement and stuff. So eventually they fall off because they find that maybe what they're uploading or what you're uploading does not align with what they stand for. Pretty much it's just a team. How I describe the sub for sub team is, it's just a team of people that come up to say, okay, let's get you through the finish line, and pretty much they fall off eventually. There are very few that stick through the end. Because in as much as you interact in these live streams, you develop some friendships. So there are some that have stuck around, but most of them have fallen off. The good thing is that we helped each other to get through the finish line. A number of us go through that finish line, but it does not work the same. Now I go through a number of live streams and try to see if it's working the same. It's no longer the same. People have got the idea, like you find that the initial group during the YouTube live streams where we're growing each other's channels, everyone was subscribing to everyone's channel, so everyone benefited. That's how it worked. But now you find that the person will say, no, yeah, we've subscribed to your channel, but they haven't. They will just mention your name so that you subscribe to the channel and stuff. It pretty much became a little bit too shady for everyone to benefit, and it's no longer working the same. That's how I managed to get the threshold. Now the work for the watch time came in. The watch time is a whole different ballgame and stuff, but I was able to reach it by October 2019. I reached the threshold for both the monetization, that's both subscriber count and also the watch time. by October, and then now just became the job of reaching the payment threshold. There are a lot of benchmarks that YouTube has put around for you to actually get the money in your hands. It's not just a one-time thing whereby, oh yes, I'm on YouTube, you get no. The number of thresholds that they put in, like for example, you have to get the 1,000 subscribers, and then you work for the watch time, and then after the watch time, you work for payment threshold. So yeah, YouTube has put in place pretty much a number of thresholds for you to actually get the money to you. So you get the 1,000 subscribers, then you work for your watch time, 4,000 watch time, then you work for a payment threshold, which can be either 70 euros or $100. It depends on what you set yourself and stuff. But pretty much those are the minimums when YouTube can pay you. So pretty much I become aggressive with the way I was uploading content on my channel. So it was more frequent, and pretty much everything that I'm interested in, I was sharing on my YouTube platform. You find that I'm interested in music, obviously, as a baseline of this internet channel where it's from. The number of interviews or personalities that I find fascinating, I have interviews with them. So that's how my channel picked up from that. I started doing a number of interviews and vlogs also. When I travel to an interesting place, I would share my experience there. And as a result of that, because of the interest that I had, it turns out that even my viewers also had interest in pretty much what I had interest in. As a result, the number of views that I was getting was a little bit better. So by December 2019, I reached the threshold. In fact, I actually beat the threshold within the same month. So I was pretty sure I was going to get my money. Hey, it's time to get paid. YouTube is good. So I was excited, and I would get paid from YouTube. So they say, we'll send you a letter with a pin in it, where you enter this pin to activate your payment, to say yes, you are the person behind the channel and stuff like that, to confirm, so they do not send the money to the wrong person, and they don't want to be involved in all that complication. So pretty much you confirm, yes, this is where I live, and that's my address, and then that's when they'll send the money. I found out from other Zambian creators that had got paid before, and then I found out that no, it actually takes time. For example, a fellow Zambian YouTuber I'd used the Bank of Zambia to say this is the address, but it took her 6 months for her to get that address. Now imagine, that's like the prime location that you say, if I use that address, I'm going to get the letter in the shortest period of time. So I found out to say, okay, the reality is that as long as I'm using Zambia as a location, I will not be able to get my payment in time. So how does it work? So she told me to say, in fact, she's done a video about this. So she said, after 3 chances, YouTube within the Google AdSense account, they'll send the pin to you in 3 intervals. If you don't get it the first time, you request for it for the second time and the third time. If you don't get it by the third time, from the information that I got was that they will activate a portal within AdSense where you can submit a scanned document or something to prove your residence in the place that you had stayed. So I was pretty much sure. So I figured, okay, the reality is that I will not get the payment within December. So I forgot about December. So I counted, if December is going to be the first month that I request for the pin, January will be the 2nd, February will be the 3rd. So pretty much by March, I should be able to get my payment. So I was good, okay, fine. So I set my mind, March is when I'm getting my payment, because I'm pretty sure if it delays for that period of time, YouTube is going to activate that portal within AdSense, and I'll be able to submit my proof of residence there. I requested for the pin 3 times, it did not come. And then YouTube all of a sudden put me on countdown to say, no, if you do not confirm your pin, I can't remember how the message read, but it's pretty much saying, if you don't confirm your pin, we're going to get you out of the program. We will deactivate monetization on your channel. So I was like, hey, hold up, wait a second. From the information that I had is that at this stage, I'm supposed to get a portal within AdSense where I can confirm my proof of address. That did not come, ladies and gentlemen. Now the panic starts. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So now I'm trying to find a way of reaching AdSense, and it's not the easiest. It wasn't the easiest of journeys trying to reach AdSense. Trying to look up their email address. All the emails that are sending related to AdSense are non-reply emails. So they'll send you a mail and say, it's pretty much informing you of something, but you can't reply to that particular email. So pretty much the emails that are coming from AdSense, even from people, some of my friends that are on YouTube that have got paid, are non-reply emails. So you find that they'll say, okay, you've got your payment at this, but you can't reply to this email. So even if I was to say to my friends, hey, would you share the email address where Google AdSense communicated with you? It's a non-reply email, and you can't reply to it. So I was like, goodness me. how am I going to reach Google AdSense? So I was like, I'm not the only person that's facing this challenge. The challenge. There are people that have faced this challenge before. So how do they do it? So I found a lot of questions. People were asking, how do we reach YouTube? How do we reach Google AdSense? Every other YouTube department, you can reach them in various ways. But even if you reach them with something that is not related to them, they will refer you to say, no, contact AdSense directly. So I was like, how am I going to reach them? And then one of the creators that had faced a similar challenge simply reached out through their Twitter, saying, no, the fastest way to actually reach YouTube is through their social media platform, which is on Twitter. They reply faster. So I was like, if that works, I wrote a message to YouTube to say, okay, hey, what's going on? I've requested for the pin 3 times and now I'm getting a message that what's going on? Can you activate a platform where I can share my proof of address like that? Because my understanding was that was the default setting. If you do not confirm with a physical, you don't receive a physical letter, they will activate a portal within AdSense where you confirm proof of, you scan some document and send it to them. Unfortunately, I did not get that portal, so I was like, what's going on? Isn't this supposed to be a standard operation? Within a number of minutes, I got a reply from Twitter. Twitter worked for me, I would say. I got a number of friends of mine to retweet the Twitter that tweeted out so that it gets a lot of traction. So within a number of seconds, I was able to get a reply. She said, okay, here, would you send a link to your YouTube channel so that we look at it? Send them a link. I think a day afterwards, I received an email from AdSense to say they do not activate any portal within AdSense. So the only way is that they are going to resend the pin again, and if I don't receive it in 4 weeks' time, I can contact them. I'm like, yo, Jesus, guys, come on. I've already waited. Now imagine this was I've been waiting for the payment since December 2019. We entered 2020, trying to wait for the same payment. Nothing. I'm like, guys, I've already gone through the process. Even if you send the letter now, even if you send the pin now, I will not get it if I did not get it in the first place. Why don't you just activate that? I scan a document and send it to you. I know we do not do that. I was like, oh, this is not helping at all. So pretty much, they said, okay, we've sent you a pin. I think this was around June. Because what made it worse even is that because of the COVID-19, which the world is experiencing, the postal system was a little bit shaky. Now imagine if you're living in a country where the postal system was already bad, now you combine it with the COVID-19 crisis that was going on in the world. So you do not expect that letter anytime soon. So I knew I wasn't going to get a letter anyway, so I just forgot about it. I would go to my postal service and find out if I had received it. Nothing. So on the 1st of July, I received an email from AdSense to say, okay, sign into your Google AdSense, and then that platform has been activated on stuff. And true to the word, I found an icon, which I don't know if it was there or I couldn't just see it. I found an icon within AdSense, which enabled me to scan my document and submit it. So I clicked on it, submitted my document. Like in a minute, I submitted my document on the 1st of July 2020. Which I had scanned, which was the proof of residence, because I had not received the hard copy mail that we are sending all this time. They will resend it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to receive it later on down the road to say, okay, this has come from YouTube and stuff. But imagine, if I had not activated it, I would still be waiting for that mail if they had not activated that portal. So my appeal to YouTube at this stage is that I think just make it a default setting, because the postal systems in different locations are quite cumbersome. Or just the way we secure email addresses, where you confirm through your phone, where they'll send you a code on your phone for you to confirm that you're the one that's logging into your email address. Make it the same with Google AdSense, so that creators don't have to struggle and wait for the address to come, wait for the address when you know the postal system is not working. So to help out creators in third world countries, I think it would be better if you that portal that was activated for me is just set as a default. If after 3 times the person requests for the pin and they do not receive it, you simply activate that and they scan the document and submit it to you. That would make it easier for everyone to operate. So now here's my story. On the 1st of July, that portal was activated for me. I scanned the document And so I sent it. Within a minute, I received a reply to say, no, your address has been verified. I'm like, this is what I've been requesting from inception. Why didn't you do this in the first place? Why did it have to take for me to wait 7 months? This is what I've been telling you, YouTube. I wasn't going to get the letter in time. Why did you just activate it? The same time around February, once the final request, the third request was submitted when I couldn't get the PIN via mail. I would have activated my PIN then. That would have simplified it for me. Once I scanned the document, like in a minute, I was able to get a reply via email to confirm that my address has been verified. And a couple of hours later that's on the 1st of July. A couple of minutes later on, in fact hours. So pretty much by 18 hours, this is when I scanned my document and submitted to Google AdSense. And in a minute, I got a reply to say my address has been verified, that I stay there based on the document that I submitted. And I got a reply to say, okay, payment has been sent to wherever platform I had said I'm going to be receiving payment from. So I'm like, YouTube, why did we have to go through all this for 7 months? Why didn't we just do this from inception if you knew that I made it clear that I'd struggled for me to get that mail? Did you have to wait for 10 years for us to get this payment? So yeah, on the 1st of July, that's when I got my payment. I mean, my payment sent to me. And then I was told if within 5 days I do not receive a notification through my bank, I should approach the bank and find out why I haven't received the money. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that 5 days thing. No one's waiting for their money. I've waited for 7 months for the money, and then you want me to wait for another 5 days. Immediately they said they sent the money. I think they confirmed around 21 hours. The following morning, because I did not receive the notification from the bank to say that this payment had come through. So early in the morning, the same day, I mean the following day, I went to the bank. This was the 2nd of July. Went to the bank. I was like, hey, Wagwan, fam, what's happening? I've received money. Why haven't I received money? So the funny thing is that when I walked in the bank around 8, I was in the queue waiting for other people to be attended to. Just when I was about to approach the lady that was supposed to attend my banker, I was supposed to approach her and say, hey, I received money yesterday. I haven't received a notification. So I'm getting to her desk just as I walked to sit down because I was online looking at my bank balance. Just when I was about to sit down, I checked my balance and I get the notification to say the payment has gone through. So I'm like, come on, this is fun. So now the lady's looking at me, how can I help you? So I'm like, okay, the reason I'd come here has been sorted out. The problem that I had has just been sorted out as I was walking to your desk. So like, oh really? Yeah, it's because I was expecting some payment and I did not get it last night. And as I'm approaching your desk, this is when I've received a notification to say my payment has come through. So that's how I stayed on YouTube for 10 years without payment. I think one thing that stands out is that what kept me on the platform is that I enjoy the content that I find on the platform, and I also enjoy creating content. Otherwise, I've met a lot of people that have fallen off over time. All my details are in the About section right here on YouTube. You'll find my Instagram, my Twitter, my email address, and everything. Yeah, and become a patron supporter. Support the channel. Let's upscale this production. Thanks for watching.
MD90, Holy Ghost filled you with Sunganikate. I live the high life cause I'm heavenly minded. Hold up, I'm a 90s baby.
So really, you made me walk up to you and you don't subscribe to the channel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video and share it with someone. I know you will.
So wicked, righteous, no wicked.